Guys and girls, it's Know It time!
Alright, so today I'm going to teach you probability, and here's how it works. So guys and girls, it's Know It time. Your favorite time of the day. And today is Monday. Yeah, one more line added to this picture. This is what you had last time. Here is your line for this week. 7 days later, your moment of the week is here. 1. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slightly different. Slightly different. Okay. Here is how we work with probabilities. I have a coin. Let's draw a coin. Now, some of you brought in that new coin. You showed me the new loonie. So let's just draw a coin. Coin. Now, the new coin has a loonie, so we'll just draw a quick loonie. Voila. When you work with probabilities, I'm going to ask you a very quick, easy question. Find the probability of getting tails. Okay, and one flip. Find probability of getting tail in one flip. Good luck. Charlene? You have an answer? 50-50 is correct. But how do you write that as a fraction, Charlene? Sorry? 50-50 is correct. But how do you write, Liam? 100 divided by 2? No, not Imad. 1/2. So probability getting tails, a lot of you know simply 1/2. That's easy. Because probability can be summarized into this. So probability, I'm going to use a word, or sorry, I'm going to use the letter P from now on for probability to make it short. Okay? Equals to total outcome. So here's the formula. It's your total outcome over, under, this is your desired outcome. So take my desired outcome divided by my total. Very, very simple concept. If I look at a coin, here's my coin. Taylor, how many sides does the coin have? 2. So this is the reason, so basically, that's my total outcome, 2. That's the reason why it's 2. Tyro, how many tails are there in a coin? 1. And that's the exact reason why we say it's 1 over 2. Okay? And what you did is actually did probability, 1/2. Even though some of you probably, how many of you did this in grade 7 before? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So I should see, whatever give you this? Write down the word Matheson. I'm going to chop up all these letters, put them in a bag. What's the probability that I pull out the letter N? Good luck. So I'm going to put all these letters in a bag, shuffle them up, put my hand into a bag, grab out a single letter. Gurjo, what's the probability that I have the letter N in my hand? 1 over 8. Why is it 8, Gurjot? So Gurjot said, Mr. The total outcome is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is 1 over 8. See? Very, very simple.
Can we do it like percents?
Can you do it as percent? The answer is yes. You could. So if you want to grab your calculator, go 1 divided by 8 right now. So you go 1 divided by 8, which is 12. Hi, question? Karen, what is it? So what percent is this, Karen? That's a decimal. What percent is it? You're on the right track, but what percent is that? What you said is a decimal. So what is it? Getting better. Marissa, what percent is it? It's 12.5%. Okay. So which means it's 12.5%. 12.5%. Hi. You could, yep, which is 12.5%. Okay. So which means there's a 12.5% chance you get it. Now, a few key things you need to know about this. What if I flip a coin twice? You're gonna flip a coin twice. What's the probability that you get this? You get a tails, and then you get a tail. I'm going to pause it and let you try this on your own. We're going to show you 3 techniques that have to work with this. Okay. So how do you solve this? How do we solve this? Now there's really 3 techniques. I'm going to show you all 3 techniques. Actually 2 techniques today. 1. This is called a tree diagram. This is the one students have trouble with the most because they have trouble drawing this. Put a star beside this one for me, please, because a lot of students have trouble drawing tree diagram. 2, we're going to show using a table method. I'm going to show you a tree diagram first. Let's say, put a little dots right here. I'm going to draw a tree. Okay. I flip a coin. Steven, how many choices do you have? 2. We're going to draw 2 branches. 1, 2. I'm going to flip a coin. I have 2 branches. 1 there, 1 there. Sufyan, what are my 2 choices going to be? Tails and heads. Here's my first, so we're going to write this down. This is my first flip, right here, first flip. Okay. Those are all my 2 choices. Done. I'm going to flip again in the air. Here's where it gets tricky. When I flip my second coin, Rachel, how many choices do I have? I have 2 again. For each one of these, we're going to draw 2. Okay. You can have heads or tails. Okay. You can have heads or tails. So if I look at the first, this is where it gets tricky. Watch what I'm going to do. You can have the first is the tails, followed by heads. We can write this as TH. Another way is you can get tails first of all, and then you get tails again. We can write this as T. Okay. If not, we can get heads. Heads. I want you to fill this in, please. So this is called H. And finally you get HT. I'm going to teach you some more vocabularies. This right here is called your sample space. Okay. That's what sample space is. So sample space is this, a list of all possible outcomes. It's a list of all possible outcomes. Pikachu, how many are in my list right now? What's the total going to be? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why we're going to write down 4 on the bottom. Okay. Jordan, how many tails do you see? 1. And that's why the probability is 1 in 4. I'm going to get you to try another one. We're going to practice this over and over again. Which means this is roughly 25% chance. We're actually going to try this and going to see who can actually get this. Okay? I hope you have a coin on you, so we're going to practice this. Try another one. What if I were to... I'm not going to show you method 2 yet. I'm going to show you method 1. We're going to draw a little thing. Back when I was your age, 3 years ago, I played a game called Spin the... Oh, no, not spin the bottle. Spin the spinner. You have the spinner thing. Okay. And in the spinner, you have letter A, B, C, and D. And there's the little arrow, and you just flick the arrow to where it lands on. Or there's another game with letters. It's a black magic game. How many of you heard of something called a Ouija board? Oh, so if you heard of a Ouija board, what it is, you put this little triangle thing on the Ouija board, and you ask it a question. Supposedly, the Ouija board moves on its own and answers the question for you. Okay? So it's like a black magic game. Sorry? I don't know. It's supposed to call the spirit. The spirit controls the Ouija board. That's why it's called the Ouija board. And that's why one of those games is forbidden. You don't see it in store because it's one of those black magic games. Say your mom and dad sees it, they will probably burn it. Yeah, so if you ever played with... I actually got it when I was a kid. I bought a Ouija board, and I asked it questions. And did it move? Yeah, you got to try it on your own. Next, I have a coin. Okay. Just a two-sided coin. I'm going to ask you, create a tree. Create a tree to show your sample space. Okay. Create a tree to show your sample space. Now, there are two things. One is the spinner. One is a coin. I'm going to give you a first hint. Put a dot right here. We're going to work with the spinner first. How many branches will this dot have? Think about it. Then draw your 4 lines and tell me what each line represents. Okay. See, we're going to work with the spinner first. Joey, how many lines do you think this will come and have? 4. So draw 4 lines here now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, nothing too bad. Manraj, what are the letters that goes here? Yep. A, B, C, D. You're done. Imagine that's my first spinner. We're done. Each one of these letters now will have a coin attached to it next. Predict how many, Devin, how many lines are coming out of A? 2. Because you're using coin now. Draw 2. 1, 2. And Fatima, what are the letters that go here? H and T. I want you to create this now. We have to write down A, H, A, T. This is not done yet. I want you to finish up my chart for me, please. I'm going to pause it. Harneet, how many lines are coming out of B? So what is it going to be? N, T. So what do you get for this one? And what about this one? BT. Nothing too hard. Keep it simple. Again, I'm going to quickly do this. You have H, T. You have CH, CT, and DH, DT. Here's my question. What's the probability that the spinner will get a C and you'll get a tails when you do this? What's the probability of this happening? I want CT. Aldrin, what is it going to be? What's the probability I get CT, Aldrin? Yep, CT. Sorry? 1 in, not 1.5. How many choices do you have altogether, Aldrin? No. How many choices do you have altogether? Nope. How many choices do you have altogether? Liam.
1 and 6, not including.
No, not 1 and 6, more than 6. 1 and 8. See, these are my choices right here. This is called my sample space. All these are my total choices. So it'd be 1 and 8. If I were to play this game spinner and flip a coin, it'd be 1 in 8 chance I get 8, 1, 8 exact C and T. This is called a tree diagram. Next is called a table. Because I said there are 2 methods of doing this. Before I start with table, I'm going to write down flaws with table. Tables are easier to do. But you are limited to 2 events. The tables are easier, but you're limited to only 2 events. You can't do 3. I'll show you how to do a table. Let's look at my spinner and my coin again. We're going to draw a little table. So this goes back to a little multiplication table you did. 1 line down, 1 line across. This is how we're going to work. Liam, copy. Now, horizontally, right here, we're going to write down a coin. Sorry, write down your spinner. Write down all the options you have for a spinner. Well, we have A. We have B. We have C. And we have D. Okay. Horizontally, I write down all the options for 1. Now, vertically, right here, write down your options for a coin. Jern, what goes here for a coin? H. So we're going to write down H. And we're going to write down here T. See, just like a little multiplication table. So if I go, now we're going to pair this off. A with H. So we're going to write down AH. Next one, fill this in. This will be BH. And go ahead, fill in the rest of my table for me, please. So you have CH, DH, AT, BT. And notice if I do the table method, I can only have 2 choices or 2 events. Here is my sample space. See how easy a table is? Very easy. Sample space. Here's your next question. I'm going to ask you, you're going to do this in both methods. I have 2 objects. One, I have a spinner. Here's my spinner. My spinner will have only 3 things on it. Let's have it N. What's it? Well, what should the next one be? Oh, G. You're a genius. G stands for genius. I have another spinner. This one also have 3 things. We'll call this give me something. V, E, A. Guys and gals, I'm going to ask you to do 2 things. 1, create a tree. 2, create a table. And once you finish that, you can answer number 3. What's the probability that I get the letters N, V? Good luck. And I'll pause it. Okay. Taylor, how many branches do you have coming from the dot for the tree?
3.
3 is correct. 1, 2, 3. See? I keep it simple. And we'll call this NGO. Who haven't I picked on to yet? Dopreet. If I'm starting at N, how many branches do I have coming out for that one also, madam? 3. 1, 2, 3. V, E, A. And we're going to continue on this pattern. V, E, A. V, E, A. Okay? But we can't stop there. You got to write down the whole sample space. Amrit, what's one sample space going to be? So you have NV. What else? NE. NA. And you have GN, GE, GA. GA. OV, OE, OA. Right there. Once you get up to here, we look. And who haven't I? Niha, what's the probability that I have NV? 1 in 9. Guys and gals, that is how we work with this. 1 in 9. If I follow the table method, and I'm going to quickly do the table method, but I'm not going to solve it yet. So we have NGO, VEA. Okay. So you have NV, GV, GO. Some of you say, Ms. Snow, can we have it VN? The answer is yes, you could. It's up to you. Hi.
When the last one be
GV?
or
OV, yeah. Oops, thank you. That's a OV. So this is NE, NA, GE, GA, OE, OA. Guys and gals, what you've just completed is your table. I'm going to give you a super no question. We're going to see who can figure this one out. This is an individual challenge. You're going to choose a method of your choice. I'm not forcing you to do any method. You're going to choose a method of your choice. Okay. Here is how this one works. I'm going to throw 2 dice. Okay, I'm going to throw 2 dice and let it land on the ground. What's the probability that their sum is 7? I have 2 dice in my hand. Huck it, let it land. What's the probability that the sum is 7? Actually, I'm going to make this a team challenge. Good luck. Choose one person in your group to answer this. Guys, gals, there is your Super D. A table saves you a lot of time. You use the tree diagram, it works. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but the problem is it's going to get too messy. So here's what a lot of you did. You went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is correct. I totally agree with you. 4, 5, 6, and then you went 1, 1, 1, 2. Then you went 1, 3. Okay, 1, 4. Because remember, I'm just putting pairs together. 1, 6, and a lot of you did that all the way through. And I'm going to just quickly do this. Whew, this is going to take some time. 2, 2. 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2. I'm going to fill this all in, but I'm only going to do one more, and then you can figure out what to do next. Okay. 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3. See, a lot of you got up to here, but it asked you the sum is 7. So now I look at my chart and I find all the combinations that add up to 7. In my first row, I'm going to see, Naresh, is there any combination that gives me 7 in the first row? 1 and 6. I'm going to highlight 1 and 6. In second row, be 2 and 5, 3 and 4, 4, 3, 5, 2. And a lot of you count and you say, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's my total outcome? 36. But this is wrong. Why is this wrong? Lowest terms. Because remember what I said, when you work with fractions, it always has to be in lowest terms. No exceptions whatsoever. So my true answer should be 1 and 6. That is my true answer. I think only 3 groups got it right. How do you get into lowest terms? Good question. 636. What number divides both 6 and 36? So you can divide by 2, it works. Yep. If you go 2, you get 8. Oh, no, you got 3. And you got 18. What number divides 3 and 18? 3. No matter what you do, you always get 1 and 6. Okay? So guys, girls, that's called a table. This is why a table is useful, because it helps me predict the probability. I'm going to give you your work. And you're going to need a textbook for this. Oh, I hope you're going to start needing to bring your textbooks now. Page, copy this down for me, please. 416. Numero 3, 5. Oh, sorry. 4, 5. You have to decide for yourself, am I going to use a tree or a table? 6. Hi.
What number is that?
Oh, that's my chicken scratch writing, sorry. That's 416. And 7, that's it. Hi. Not yet. So guys, gals, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Question? Yes. Grab your textbook, because you're going to need your textbook. Hi. Make it quick, guys. I have one for you. Devin, I got you, Devin. Don't worry. Other people.